Welcome back to City Skylines 2 with me, Biffa, here in the city of Kettlebridge, where we're going to take one of the most famous intersections, junctions, whatever you want to call it, in the world that is predominantly known for being American, and we're going to make it British and make it work to solve all of this traffic. Look at all this traffic we have in our city here. It just goes back and back and back, and it's just getting worse over here. This is just absolutely nuts. We have visited this junction over and over again, and certain times of the day this will all back up as well. We've got the mod for the traffic lights, we've got dedicated lanes, we've got everything going on, and whatever we do, it just doesn't seem to work. So we are going to use what is known as the Michigan left. We've got a lot of comments here that are asking me to use the Michigan left. We've got LO8 Productions. Biffa, you can try Michigan left in your next traffic fix video. Now we've got mods, you can do it correctly. We've got LO8 Productions again. Now you just have to test the Michigan turnaround. We've got Mark's made not whatever that says. Can we do median U-turns, which are Michigan lefts? And we have August that says, looks like a median U-turn and Michigan left will be super beneficial. So that is what we're going to try now. Now, being a Michigan left, and being American, how's that going to work on our roads here where we drive on the left-hand side of the road, right-hand drive in our cars? That's going to be the interesting thing. Well, to show you what a Michigan left is, we need to just briefly jump into our test world, which I'm going to set up to drive on the other side of the road. And then, then we're going to make the thing British. And just before we do that, a word from our sponsor, Instant Gaming. If you like saving money on games, Instant Gaming have fantastic deals on right now. Please use my affiliate link, you can see it on screen and it's in the pinned comment below. This link can be used for Steam, PlayStation or Xbox games too, with amazing deals. Trending right now is Football Manager 2024, can you make it at the top? Also the new expansion pack for Sims 4 for rent, and a city building game that is getting very popular at the moment, Pioneers of Pagonia. Thank you for your support of my channel, enjoy the gaming deals, and let's get back to the video. Okay, here we go. We've got this set up so everybody's driving on the incorrect side of the road, which I know is going to make a lot of you happy out there. So this might be the sort of junction that you have in your city. We've got a main road going through here, 4 lanes, 2 lanes in each direction. We've got 2 lanes coming down here. I've just put an asymmetric road on the end. This is all vanilla setup. You know, and it might work okay. I mean, we don't have too much traffic coming into this, but this is just for demonstrating what the Michigan left is. You will notice as well that you will quite often get vehicles doing U-turns at the top, like that one did just then. Thank you very much. I'll pay you the 50 quid later for doing that exactly when I said it. And you'll get cars despawning. So it's not really working too well. You might throw a roundabout on this, but it's not taking very long for traffic to build up backwards. So what is the Michigan left? Well, what we want to do is you want to try and remove one of the conflicts that's going on in the middle of our junction here, and to stop all these U-turns in the middle as well, which is slowing traffic down. So what we would do is this road here, we would take a larger road. So we're going to take a 6-lane road here, and we're going to upgrade this one. And to get it in the center, you want to turn off your snap to zoning cell length. There we go. And we're going to do this just on the main road. Now, once all the vehicles have worked out something's going on, what do we see here? So now we can see a U-turn has been added at the top here. So we've got 2 lanes that will still go straight on. A little bit wonk there, but that's fine. 2 lanes go straight on here. And we've got vehicles that can come up and do a U-turn. And to make this work effectively, what we want to do basically is to stop people turning left at the junctions. That's why it's called a Michigan left. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this tool here. We are going to ban left-hand turns. There we go. No left-hand turns, no left-hand turns, no left-hand turns, no left-hand turns. There we go. Excellent. So what do vehicles do now to turn left? Well, let's have a look at a vehicle that was coming up here. What they would do is they would go, I get a sneaky feeling this car's going to show us how he's going to do it. Let's watch this car. So instead of going up here and going left, what they're going to do instead when the light changes, here we go. They're going to go, they're going to go straight on. They tricked me. One of these cars is going to go left. Let's follow this one. Yes, they're going to go into this lane. They're going to do a U-turn. And now they can go straight over. So that is the same as turning left. And that will work from any direction. So they can go straight on if they wish. They can turn right. or they can take the U-turn to come back and go across. What if you're on the larger road and you wish to go left? Well, then you'll do the same. Let's follow this truck here. I've got a sneaky feeling. No, he's not going to do it. Maybe another one that comes down in this lane. This one here. Let's follow this one. No, the red car. He's going to do it. I can just tell. There we go. So we went straight on. And there we go. He'll come down here. I think he's actually using it for a U-turn to go back the way he came. But you get the idea. They can go up, do a U-turn, then they can get into this lane and go down there. And that works really well. So now you've taken out that point in the middle where everyone's getting in each other's way, which is really what we're trying to do and to keep things moving. We could also adjust the traffic lights in mods, but even in vanilla, it's working really well. You haven't got that conflict in the middle anymore, because you'll notice in the vanilla lights you always get the opposite sides going at the same time. If you had a left-hand turn, they'd be crossing in front of each other, but now we've got the Michigan left. They're crossing over is further down here, so it just takes away that conflict in the middle, which is fantastic. Look at this police car here. Oh, no, it's not a police car. Oh, it's an undercover police car doing a Michigan left. Well done. So that's a Michigan left. Well, now we need to turn that into the British version, which I don't know what we're going to call this one. I don't think we want to call it a Michigan right. Let's maybe consider that name a little bit. And we're going to put this to use in the busiest junction in Kettlebridge. Let's load that back up again. Okay, here we are back in Kettlebridge, our busiest junction. I mean, even when this hits rush hour, the traffic that comes across the river is going to be immense as well. This is absolutely nuts. Okay, so we need to do a couple of little things to work on this junction before we can implement the Michigan left. So up here, this junction is too close. That is where I want my Michigan left turn. Well, we're going to call it the Kettlebridge right turn, aren't we? Of course, yes, because we've got to switch this all around. So I want all of this to be one long segment of road. Maybe even further up here is where I have my turn. So that means this little road here we're going to have to remove. So I'm going to use like a little alley or something like that. We're just going to cut that back. Delete that bit, delete that bit. There we go. We're going to lose the odd house, but that's just a bit tough. We'll remove that path there. Excellent. Coming down here, I don't want my Kettlebridge right to be here. I'm going to want it down here, so we'll keep that in mind. I'm not sure whether I'm going to need to disconnect these from the center here or not. These key walls, we'll see how that goes. But this is what we've got to work with. So let's do some road upgrading. So let's do this side first of all. We're also going to remove that path there. Excellent. Let's just grab an upgrade. So we're going to go for a 6-lane with a median divided road. We're going to turn off the snap to cell length in the middle, and we're going to start here. And you can see immediately when you add that, it starts to add in this Kettlebridge right, which is what we're looking for, but we want that further back. So we're going to go there, and I really want it in there. So again, I'm going to grab this alley, and I'm going to say cut it there and upgrade that section, and then we'll delete that. Excellent. There we go. That is where we want the turn. Coming this way, we'll do the same. We'll upgrade there and there. And we're not going to quite get the turn. It's not going to work because there is actually, even though this is pedestrian only, things like buses, as you can see, this bus will come down here. Rubbish trucks and that sort of thing will go down there. So it gets a little bit confused. So I want the turn to be in the middle here. So again, I'm going to grab this alley, hopefully hook into there somewhere. Let's just turn off snapping, turn off anarchy, I should say. And I'm just going to bring that into there just so we can place. There we go. I have to use anarchy to place it. That's fine. If you were doing it vanilla, you could take a bit longer and sort that out yourself. There we go. Excellent. And again, you can see we've got the turn. So now we've got this big long stretch, which is what we need, because when it gets to rush hour, this is going to get busy with a lot of cars coming down here, and we want enough space for them to queue up to the junction to give these ones that are doing the new Kettlebridge right some space as well. We're going to leave these two connections here. We'll see how that goes. I'm just going to D-zone also any houses that are right up close to it here. And I think that should be okay. These ones coming in here. Now, this is a very small road coming in. And I know that this gets super busy because if we have a look up here, yeah, all of the roads coming into this main road from this section are all pretty small. I'm thinking of making this a larger road. We're just going to go for a standard 4-lane road with a median. Again, it's going to mean the house is going to be rebuilt. It just means that we're getting an extra lane coming in as well, which is what I want for people that are going to come up here and turn left. And then we've got this last connection here, which again is far too close. We don't need that cutting all the way through. If they want to get up there, they can come up around the top and connect into here. So I'm just going to disconnect this as well. There we go, and you can tidy all that up if you wish. Right, excellent. And this road coming up here, I'm just looking at this one. I'm thinking I'm going to upgrade that as a 5-lane asymmetrical. It would be quite good if this whole section was the same. We could probably just make that a little bit straighter, like that. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes as we get there. Excellent. So we have mods in effect here. So I want to just have a look at the traffic light setup that we've got and just set this right back to 100% vanilla. So we're going to do that. We're also going to reset the lane direction tool. There we go. Excellent. And we've got exclusive pedestrian phase. I'm going to leave that on because we are going to use that one. So I'm going to save that. So there we go. That is the basics. Now we need to stop people turning right because we know when you're driving on this side of the road, turning right is a conflict. So the way we're going to do that, as we have everything set back to vanilla, I'm hoping I can just do it with that. Let's just go there, there. Yeah, that's going to work. If you've set your lanes to do anything different using this lane direction tool down here, you'll have to open that up to change them, but we are doing no right turns like that. And that might be as much as we need to do at the moment. I just want to check out what the lanes are doing here. So we should have a dedicated straight on, and then this one does left and straight on. But I might just adjust those. Yeah, we're getting a dedicated left. Yeah, slightly different over here because it's only 2 lanes. So the game, but that might just be enough for now. And then if we need to tweak it with mods, we can. But at the minute, we're doing everything totally vanilla. We are going to speed this up to 8 speed. And we're just going to keep an eye on this junction here and this side of the road. There we go. Because this is going to get super busy. All of these vehicles coming down there. Excuse me, crane. And all of these vehicles coming this way. So let's just see how this goes. Okay, already we can see the traffic on the left over here has gone down, which is good. The traffic here has gone down, the direction right next to us. Let's just go up a bit and have a look what's happening over this side. That has gone down, which is great. So it's really just this line from over here. Okay, I'm just noticing something. These cars from over here are turning right, which is something that they shouldn't be doing. If they want to go right, they should be turning left, swinging around there and coming down. I'm not quite sure why they are doing that, because that is sort of messing up the traffic down here and causing more traffic behind them. There's definitely no right-hand turn on there, as we can see when these cars go in a sec. Yeah, there we go. That is straight on only. So that is a bit weird. I'm going to put this on again and see whether it stops them. I'm just going to give this a few seconds. Sometimes it takes a while for the cars to work out what's going on when you've made a change. So I'm just going to watch this for a minute. Okay, yeah, it's worked. I just had to redraw this road in. I don't know what was causing that problem, but they will only go straight on or straight on and left if we look from this direction, which is good. We've got a few other little traffic things building up, so we'll have a look at those in a moment. I am going to disconnect these 2 key walls here because unfortunately the way the game works at the minute, they will just leave this place blank in here. Look, there's no space to go across, which is causing tailbacks here, which is not what I wanted. So let me just do that like this. There we go. Excellent. I'll tidy this all up a bit off camera, but now they're going to use all of this space here. And also on the other side, we needed to make sure we used a median road, because what they were doing is they were coming across and they were doing their own Michigan left, or Kettlebridge right, I should say, which is not what we want in here. And is this working? Yeah, look, we can see they were going round at the top. This motorbike's doing that. He's coming over. He's coming over. Yeah, so he's now going down there, which is excellent. And we can see vehicles are using it here as well. These cars have just come around. I'm sure some will in a minute. What about this one down here? Oh, okay, yeah, this is something else that's causing issues, is crossings, which I don't really want any crossings like this. We've got the main crossing down there. So you can see how if you're using these in your city, let's get rid of that. Oh, there we go. Right click. Thank you very much. And does it put traffic lights in there? It has, although I think, yeah, we can't remove those traffic lights. They're automatically put in, but I'm thinking these will always now stay green because there's no crossing there. I've seen that happen before, so we can just sort of ignore that. There we go. So that should go down now a little bit quicker. So that is set up as vanilla. What are we at now? We're in the middle of the night, although it's quite light. So I'm going to let this run and see whether once we get past all of these cars, getting past where we've made our changes, and they're all happy with what's going on, that it can actually cope with rush hour traffic, which is the biggest thing. You know, starts about, I think it's about 7:30, 8, something like that in the morning game time. So back in a sec. Okay, we haven't quite hit the rush hour yet, but just another little tweak you could perhaps do down here, which is we're adding in a Michigan left for people to turn around here. No, we're not. We're adding in a Kettlebridge right. I'm going to call this by the correct name if it kills me. But look at this. We've got a roundabout right here. So do we really need to add in that turn here, adding to all of the traffic? No, we don't. So we've got 3 lanes coming in here. To be honest, are we going to keep it 3 lanes all the way down to here? Because our roundabout might not be up to capacity. What is the largest roundabout we can fit in there? We can upgrade that, which is good. So then I'm thinking we're just going to get our 6-lane divided road, add that in there. Oh, autosave. Just have a very quick sip of tea. There we go. So now what we should see is people coming down here, utilizing all of this space, utilizing the whole of the roundabout. And hopefully, if there's no traffic coming down here, which at the minute there isn't, this should move along a lot better. So you can see how you can use the Kettlebridge right. You can vary it up depending on your own circumstances. So again, we're going to let this just run a little bit. Oh, people are using it down here. Excellent. We'll let this run a little bit. And I'm hoping, what I want to see now is I want to look at these vehicles here and see why they're being held up. So people are turning left from that middle lane, which is a little bit odd, but sometimes the game is doing odd things like that. But it's not too bad. As long as it's not backing up too much, getting up towards our little Kettlebridge right. Nearly said it wrong there. There we go. Before the lights change, then that is okay with me. And now we're approaching the sort of rush hour time of the day, but you can already see that there's barely any traffic down here. I mean, backing up to there is okay. It's a busy junction. Backing up to here is okay. Well, our turn is now back here. So as long as they're utilizing all the lanes, which they are, is good. It's not backing down the highway anymore. And all of the traffic that it was causing around all of these areas has now gone, which is just absolutely fantastic. So in this circumstance, the new Kettlebridge right, using vanilla traffic lights. Yes, I do have, because I know somebody would have noticed, I do have the exclusive pedestrian phase on. I'm just going to put a caveat in there. If you were doing this 100% vanilla, I would remove all of the crossings from here and I would just put bridges over. So that's my excuse for using the exclusive pedestrian phase. Without that, the lights would change quicker, so it's a downside for me because the lights are changing a little bit slower, but we can see that it is working very well. Are there any other parts of the city that have traffic jams? No, of course not. Yes there are, unfortunately. Over here we do tend to have 1 or 2 traffic jams, but they are clearing up. Is that traffic? We have a traffic accident. I'm just thinking whether everything is just running so smoothly at the moment that we don't need to add it in anywhere else, which is just absolutely fantastic. Why don't we wait for rush hour to really get in full swing, and then we'll see where the traffic is over here, because believe me, it is going to kick in any moment. So I thought that was an explosion down there or something. Yeah, it is going to kick in any moment, and we'll be back for that. So there's no traffic at all over here on Biffington Springs, our main island. We've gone all the way through the rush hour, and that is great. Over here where we put our Kettlebridge right, that is working really well. But as you probably saw in the distance, we've got traffic over here on this junction, so cars are struggling to get through and vehicles are all backing up down there, and that has continued since the rush hour. So we're just going to take a quick look at this, and I think we can help. So I'm going to upgrade this road here to a 6-lane divided road like this, so we're going to get the same roads going in each direction. We're going to just delete that. Same amount of lanes, I should say, going in each direction. Let's hook this up again where it was. There we go. Excellent. So that should help going down there. And then turning right, we've got 3 lanes now that we can... We had 3 lanes we could go into before. This just doesn't seem a large enough one-way road here. We could go up to a 4, which I'm wondering if that's going to split 2 in each direction. Sort of really not quite. Let's go up to a 3 and see whether that will help. If we go like that... and then we'll go down to a 2. Maybe we'll do 2 there and 1 there, so it sort of expands out, and see whether that helps with all the vehicles getting out. And we do have traffic lights here. This is all vanilla setup. I haven't messed with the traffic light mod at all. Yeah, so now we're getting 2 lanes that can be used for turning right out of this road, which is good. They are going to hit this traffic light up here, which again is totally vanilla. Yeah, we can see both sides are going at the same time and people are crossing at the same time and all of that sort of thing. But I think, yep, that solved the traffic going down there and not cause any other issues. Excellent. So let's just take a quick look across our city, make sure everybody else is happy, apart from the rent issues. We're working on that. We're working on that. There's no traffic up here. And there's no traffic over here either. Excellent. So we have successfully taken the very well-known American intersection, turned it British for our city of Kettlebridge. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. Be sure to check out Timberborn on screen. We're getting indie games back into the channel, as well as City Skylines. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.